Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. And before I do this, I want to make sure everyone knows that for all those who think that I do not pay attention, when you guys ask me to do requests, and when I say the statement of, it's whatever you guys want, send me the request and I'll do it, and you're like, nah, Old School Nerd does whatever he wants to do. He just does whatever, he'll get a lot of views for, and he's not going to do whatever we ask him to do. One of my Patreon members said, dude, this band just dropped a brand new video and I want to see you react to it. Please, 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 please. And this guy has never asked me for anything. He says, look, I've been in your Patreon. I've never asked for a request before. This is my request. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, okay. What is it? And he goes, it's a song by the Moonshine Bandits. And I'm like, the who? He goes, no, not the Who, which is another band that's world famous. This is the Moonshine Bandits. And the name of the song is Live the Madness. And it's featuring Corey Taylor. And I'm like, hey, are you having me do this because this is a band you really, really love and they're amazing, they're musically amazing and I should check them out? He's like, nope. And I said, are you having me do it because Corey Taylor's in it? He's like, a little bit. I said, then why the hell are you having me do this? He says, because I think it'd be hilarious to see what you do with it. And I'm like, is this like the Texas Hippie Coalition? He's like, maybe. Aww. I'm telling you, you guys do this stuff to me and you don't realize that I will rip. I mean, okay, sometimes I do these reactions and you guys see me like, if it's like Florianson, I'm like, oh, it's amazing, because it is. Vocally, it's amazing. Or sometimes Gojira comes up and I'm like, oh my God. Or I'm doing some like old stuff with Korn and I'm like, I can't believe I missed this stuff, Or sometimes it's something like Steven Seagal's and we're like, oh my God, can you believe they just did that? But then there's stuff like the Texas Hippie Coalition and some other bands that sometimes they do a video that is literally just for clickbait. They're not going to do anything out of the ordinary musically. They are starting up, trying to do their thing. And I was like, is there a particular thing I need to be worried about? He's like, pretty girls. I went, damn it. So this person literally asked me to do this video because he knew as a dad of a 21-year-old daughter, I'm going to go, and I'm going to be struggling going back and forth between pretty girls, rock and roll, Corey Taylor, and the fact that I'm a dad. And I just did a dad to dad interview with Papa Liliac, talking about how our daughters are, having to deal with all these, guys, and what do we do as dads? And here I go, and then you do this. You see how that is? I think y'all are doing it on purpose, but as always, I'll give it a shot. All right, so here we go. Like and subscribe to the channel. Check us out, oldschoolnerd.com. It has all of our social media, the Patreon, where this idea came from, and of course, our merchandise store. So anyway, I'm going to move my beard out of the way for two reasons. Number one, so you guys can see more of the video. And number two, less of a chance of me being identified with whatever the hell's about to happen. Mainly because the person who asked this laughed the entire time in his message. He's like, hey, I got one for you. Ha ha ha. Hey, could you do this one? Ha ha ha. I swear it's totally legit. Ha ha ha. When you laugh that many times in your request, I know you're full of crap. Here we go. This is Moonshine Bandits. We're going to give them a shot. Hey, clean slate. Live the Madness featuring Corey Taylor. And don't think that just because Corey Taylor's on this that it means that it's good, because Corey Taylor's Christmas video had goat anuses in it. True story. That's not bad. Okay. So what you're saying is Uncle Cracker and Rascal Flatts had a love baby. And this love baby cut himself a Guy Fieri mohawk. And then this love baby from Rascal Flatts and Uncle Cracker then followed around Guy Fieri on his show on the on the Cooking Network and literally ate everywhere Guy did, but had double portions. That's what you're saying. I told you, if it's something that I'm going to make fun of, I'm going to trash it. You know it's coming. You asked for this.
Bet I'm getting paid like a savage, live the madness, full throttle every day. Fast lane, cash lane, maybe I'm insane. That's a lightning in my jar.
Okay, let's break this down, okay? Seriously, this dude here and this dude here, I could pretty much do without. I mean, I'm fat. I can get up there and talk too, you know? It's not that hard. Totally digging the lime green drum kit, and it has a really good Southern rock groove. Totally cool with that. My really interesting part is female guitarist, and not just any female guitarist. She looks like a badass, and you got to appreciate it, you know. Female guitarist stepping up with a band full of a bunch of what apparently appears to be rednecks, objectifying women as much as possible on bicycles with leather bikinis. Let's be honest, I think she's got a bigger dick than all of them. Just my thought.
Ain't the only thing that rained. Had to shovel up a duffel just to stuff a couple racks. Had to give it to my CPA. She can handle that.
Okay, what a way to stop. Let's not stop there. Remember, this is a family show. Okay, here's my favorite part. Dude, is your coat various pieces of roadkill just sewn together? I'm just asking. I don't know. Obviously, the person who asked me to do this reaction wanted me to have fun with it, so I'm going to have fun with it. I'm never going to see you live in concert, so it's not like you can kick my ass. So, but let's be honest, as fat as you guys are, I'd probably outrun you anyway.
Had to give it to my CPA, she can handle that. Custom made rattlesnake, buddy, they ain't fake. Had to put them on a plane, cause they came from out of state. Keep a jug in the glove, rust bumping in the stuff. Let the asphalt melt, rubber dumping on the clutch. 01 orange door, mud up on the floorboard. Moving too fast for you suckers just to count.
Okay, I'm gonna give it its fair shake, okay? The band is legit, it's got a good groove. I like the bass player. I like his bass lines, are really nice. Plus, he's got a pretty good look too. It's a little too redneck for me, but I understand, hey, there are a lot of people out there that still watch NASCAR. And as long as there's people that are only turning left and, you know, and they're living that, you know, Ricky Bobby, I want to go fast dream, you know, this is their shit right here. So, sorry. My car turns right too, so I can't connect. Sorry. Just in case you're wondering, if you're ever in New Mexico or West Texas and you come across a rusted out gas station, there are no women like this sitting out front of it. So again, just like your Penthouse Forum story, it's not real. Yeah, because that strip club's got a produce section and a canned goods area. It's kind of like, you know, in the movie Blade, where the girl takes the guy through the meat processing plant with all the hanging cattle, and then she brings him through a door, and there's just like a dude standing there, looks like Roman Reigns with a mullet, just won't come in the door, and then there's a bunch of vampires and he dies. Exactly. Called it. On
the highway, live a life free. Let me get a hell yeah. You can live a life me. Do it my way. If you can't see, I live the madness. Gonna stay free. On the highway, live a life free. Let me get a hell yeah. You can live a life me. Do it my way. If you can't see, I live the madness. Gonna stay free. I'm in a 68 heavy metal lunatic Camaro. catch me on the highway, come for the bigger the mouth. You'll be staying for the biggest and the quickest around. I have no clue what's next gonna do.
Okay, so Corey Taylor's doing this, rolling his R's like he's from the Vadio. By the way, he's from Iowa. Just throwing it out there. Nice bandana, bro. Okay, so here's the thing. I get it's a cavalcade of objectifying women as much as possible. However, I do want to say this. This woman here doing the quad tour, she's sitting next to Corey here. These women who do this art called fire dancing, it's pretty legit stuff, and it's very, very dangerous. I don't know if she needs to do it with the garter belt on, but hey, you know, that she's living her life. Let her live her life. You know what I'm saying? Also, props to the band. Something I did notice, I know I was picking in front of them a little bit, you know, because, you know, it's just two big fat guys, two fat white guys. But let's be honest, so am I. So I can't really say a whole lot. But I will say this. Check out the band. Okay, so they have a female guitarist leading the way. Badass. Totally cool. Their guy that's they do have a person of color as their turntable sample DJ guy. Watch, check it out. Look, watch. We're gonna get through. I don't need to hear it again, trust me. Yeah, so whether he's Hispanic, Filipino, he's a person of color. So that's cool. Hey, much less redneck than I thought it was gonna be. So that's cool. Props to them for that. Again, this is that Southern rock Uncle Cracker kind of thing. It is not my thing, but again, I'm not that band, okay? And before you guys just go after me in the comments, understand this, all the jokes I'm making about them is out of respect for their art. It is their art. They can do it any way they want. That's the whole point of it. But I am going to make fun of them because let's be honest, the only thing they're missing right now is a guy named Cooter driving a pickup, a tow truck, and an orange Camaro. Or actually, orange Dodge Challenger with a flag on the top. Nondescript flag, of course. You're not trying to label anything, but yeehaw. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. But I do like that. You know, of all, like if this would be like, if this was a Southern rock video from 20 years ago, it would be all white guys and all white girls, and they would all have like Dixie flags everywhere, and they'd be like, you know, mama raised me to be this way, you know. But these guys are really inclusive, and that's cool. That's cool, man. Still don't like the song though. Sorry, it's a personal preference.
I have no clue what's next, gonna do it, gotta say it, but your mother ran it down, now go upside your fucking head. I'm with the band that's ready for the derby, laying out a patch and I'm turning up the hurting, baby. Here comes the push, doing damage on the breakaway, 5-speed shift down, stomping on the catch. On the highway, live a life free, let me get a hell yeah. If you're living like me, do it my way. If you can't see, I live the madness, gonna stay free. Live a life free, let me get a hell yeah. If you're living like me, do it my way. If you can't see, I live the madness, gonna stay free.
Okay. Making of video stuff. Now, here's the thing, okay? Let's be honest. It's not my style of music, okay? The band members they're talented. Guitarist cameo by Ella Victoria. So actually, this is not their guitarist. Wait, so she's not the guitarist for the band. So they're not as inclusive as I thought. The Cherry Bombs, I'm assuming that's the dance troupe. The stunt rider's cool. Hey, thank you to the barbecue guy. Okay, and all the ladies that came out to Live the Madness. Wow. You guys are real gentlemen. All right, so I think it's cool that Corey Taylor gave a rub to an up-and-coming band. That's cool. They're not my style. These are the kind of guys that, hey, it's their art. Whether you think it's art or not. But again, you guys said, hey, can you please react to whatever we want? And I'm like, I'm here for it. And apparently I am. So there you go. Moonshine Bandits, Live the Madness featuring Corey Taylor. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay, so dads, this is why you need to talk to your daughters. And young ladies, this is why you need to stay in school. And stay off drugs, kids. And when I mean drugs, apparently for the two lead singers, it also means KFC and Popeyes.